Am I back? Hello. Am I back? Hello. Any people who say stuff, my stream just poofed.
It must be. Are you typing on a new stream?
Yeah, you gotta go to my other stream.
Oh, okay.
'Cause my old stream died.
Okay.
I don't know. Like OBS says, oh. Okay, good. I see your comments, Adam.
Okay.
Man, what the heck, YouTube? YouTube just died. Are you still on that stream?
The old one? No.
No. Okay. I'll just wait for people to come back. I think there were 4 people, so I think it was just us, though. To be honest.
Everyone had left by the time I saw that. Is what it looked like. So.
Yeah, when it died, there was 4 people, so I think it's you and Brandon. I think. Man, I don't know what happened. But, I mean, I went for, hey, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. YouTube just decided to poof end stream because stream's over, I guess. I did stream three hours or so, so I don't think there was a timer or anything, but where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about my mascot. So 10th anniversary mascot, and my last thing I have, I think, anyways, where I put my phone? Oh. Just making sure I went over everything I wanted to go over today. Mascot back, Kampai features, opening song, general updates. Yep. The last thing, I know IG has time limit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure YouTube has unlimited stream time, but I'm not sure.
I don't know
It's
about
definitely-
streams, but I know that for sure videos themselves, like people do like 7-hour, 10-hour videos. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. YouTube just decided to go blunt, I think. Let's see. Okay, so last thing I want to go over, because I mean it's sort of getting late anyways, is to thank the people that made me awesome art. Hi Daisy. You in Michigan still? No, actually, we are back in Japan and have been back in Japan for almost 2 years now. I have.
Yeah. Close.
Because I came back to Japan in summer of 2019,
Yeah.
before the whole C word started. But yeah, if I had got new subs while making videos in Michigan, that's also a interesting dynamic, I think, because now you're here and you can see the cool videos that I'll make again in Tokyo. But thanks for coming to the stream. And let's see. Right, so I can put, sorry, Kyoko-chan, enough of my art away. Oh, so I'm gonna go over some fan art that I got years and years ago, and I haven't really gotten too many new ones, but I want to go over them because they're all very cool. And before I do, I need to open my folder with the names of these fan arts because I don't have them on stream and I don't remember everyone's names. There we go. Okay, so the first one here is by Atif Chaudhry. Majority of these art pieces are from where I used to post pretty much all my art. The good old DeviantArts. But thanks again, Atif, for this sketch of Kyoko-chan. I think this was back in, must have been 2011 or 2012, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, we back. Brandon, we back. The show must go on for just a little bit longer. Let's see. Here we go. So the next piece is by Everything Anna. This was back in 2012. Everything Anna, she was a really cool fan. She made multiple pieces of fan art, and so here's one. I really like this one. Really cool style, kind of a Lolita fashion going on, I think. But I like the umbrella and stuff. It really fits with the overall theme of Subtokyo, I guess. This one also was from Everything Anna. Kyoko-chan as a kitty. A hand-drawn art. Really cute. And she actually also did a cosplay. If I could find it, fan art. I didn't think anyone would do cosplay of Kyoko-chan, so this is really cool. Thank you very much if you're still watching Everything Anna, but it has been a while. So let's see. Next we have, this was from Grimby Slayer. Grimby knew him from DeviantArt and also I believe on Twitter. So I think this was made for the first year anniversary of Subtokyo, when I had my first celebration. I don't actually remember what we did, but I remember doing like a fan art thing, so that was really cool. Let's see. This is from High Legacy Kim Kimbum. Another, I think, I'm not sure if this was just regular fan art or if it was for the call for fan art, but I do appreciate all the mediums that people are drawing on. It's good to see hand-drawn art when I've gone all fully digital, even though I bought a bunch of sketchbooks that other year.
I mean, you did draw. When was it? During Stormblood, I think it was. You did a like draw every day type thing, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Inktober, and
Yeah.
also when Shadowbringers.
Did you? I don't know if you did for Shadowbringers. I feel like for Stormblood you did.
I did draw some stuff for
Because
Shadowbringers
you
though.
drew a red mage, which was Stormblood. So
Yeah, and then I drew Dancer, and I also drew Gunbreaker. Well, my character Gunbreaker.
Okay.
But by then, all of my art was digital, I think, because I had my iPad and stuff. I keep going to the wrong gallery. This was drawn by Mangaka Luna, my webcomic friend from way back. I think she drew 2 pieces. This one's actually colored. Yeah, she still has her drawing style. Her unique drawing style from her webcomic days. And I think the next one also. Yeah, another doodle of Kyoko-chan. So I think I didn't have this one in my archive that I have, so I think it's a newer drawing. I pulled it off DeviantArt because I liked it at one point on the website. And this one, she looks like a VTuber here, kind of. maybe. But this is from Naxal. Cool. Like Iron Man screen drawing. And then this really cool drawing. I hate to say it, but I don't know who drew it. And it wasn't really fan art. I actually don't remember, so it's hard to say. But I feel like this was drawn for some kind of project on DeviantArt, which is why there was no. It was like a project or contest, I think, and maybe I won, and I said I want my mascot drawn or something. But there's no name on it. There's no signature on it. My saved data has no metadata on it. It's just called Subtokyo.jpg. So I feel really bad because I had this cool art made, but I don't remember who it was from. But nevertheless, it's still very cool. And what is that it? No, there's one more. Yeah, this last one. Last one is by my friend Chris, Zion Viller, who Zion I also have known for a while during the old school YouTube days, and he was a fellow artist too, so that was cool, and I was really happy when he also made fan art for my channel. So those are all the fan arts I've gotten throughout the first couple of years, I guess, because I haven't gotten any Kyoko-chan fan art since then. But the call for 10th anniversary fan art, maybe? I don't know. Possibly.
You should say something on Twitter.
I should, yeah. Maybe I'll do something like that. I'll do a post of. I should post these on Subtokyo's Twitter. Now that I think about it, that'd be cool, and credit whoever I can. Mackie P, hello, love from Canada. Thank you for joining the stream that went on for 3 hours and decided to kabonk itself and die out of nowhere. But thanks for coming and checking out. I guess this is my fan art stream now that this is the only section that's on this stream. I did it. Brendan, I did it. I finished my plans for the stream. My birthday stream. I gotta finish eating my cake.
First. You're still eating that? I already finished mine forever ago.
Look, I'm doing a stream and I'm talking, and
you can still shove your face full of cake. It's your birthday. You have that right.
I gotta add mukbang to my plans, I guess.
That is not mukbang level.
Well, I need a
cake.
big
Yeah,
giant
you gotta eat
table
a bunch of stuff.
and order like 10 bags of McDonald's
if
or
you
something,
eat mukbang style,
and then
you're
die.
gonna get fat.
How do they do it?
I don't know.
They must like exercise crazy after
No,
eating.
I think it's people who have like a ridiculous metabolism. You know, like that one girl who used to like do the crazy eating. I don't remember what her name was. I remember she in the like early 2010s. She was always on TV for like super eating, and this was not like I think.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, she was on Japanese TV, and like she would eat, and she would get like this pregnant-looking stomach, but it was just because she had eaten so much that her stomach expanded, and she never gained any weight. And I think it was just because like I don't know, her metabolism was crazy. It's like the people who do eating contests, basically, like the hot dog eating.
Well, then
stuff.
that's perfect because I'm of that descent.
That doesn't mean you can do that though.
Yeah, I could. We're both named Kobayashi. Is the
No,
hot dog eating champion Kobayashi?
That's not how that works.
That's exactly how it works. Says, have we seen Hatsune Miku and Subtokyo in the same room? I mean, technically, from all the Miku related videos I've done.
I mean, he has a lot of Miku stuff in the States.
Miku Museum and the Miku Domino's Pizza video and
Don't remind me about that. That gives me bad memories. Not because of you, but because of something that happened at Tokyo Game Show in 2013.
Oh, that. Yeah. Look. I finished drinking this, but I'm kind of... I don't know if I can properly show it on camera. So, this side has the... What is this instrument?
That is a...
Is it a French horn?
Yeah, that's a French horn.
French horn playing schoolgirl. And boys playing baseball on this side. So I think it's supposed to make an illustration of a girl playing French horn from afar looking at the boys playing baseball. But I don't know if this is going to work with my shitty camera and lighting.
Do you want me to try shining my...
I mean, I don't know if it would work. I would have... It has to be from this side, I think. No.
No, it's too bright. I think it has to be from the front. Let me try.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's too bright still.
Is it too bright? Okay.
Yeah. Well, time to plug my Instagram. Well, I'll take a picture of this where you can actually see the illustration properly. And you can like and comment there. Instagram/Subtokyo vlog, I think. It's on my channel. Go check it out. Oh, wee. Well, I gotta say that I was actually pretty nervous all day about doing this stream. I was like, what if I mess up? Or what if I have nothing to talk about? Or what if nobody comes? Or what if I have to sing happy birthday to myself and kind of, I don't know.
You
Like,
think
I have...
gonna be here?
Well, I mean, not including you. If nobody came, then we would have had a cozy birthday with nobody on the stream. But it was fun. I think I like this type of stream, like where I'm not hyper focused on something, because, like I said earlier, like playing video games where I'm really in the moment of the game and trying to stream at the same time doesn't work. I mean, it's better if I just took video of me playing the game and uploaded that video instead of doing a live stream. But if I'm doing a stream where I can chill and talk with people and not even really focus on the game at hand, I think that would be better for my style of streaming, I guess.
I feel like with multiplayer games that we play, it would probably work out better.
Yeah.
Because we already have people we're, communicating with.
But yeah, I mean, I'll see it. I'll have to see what I can do. I do like... I mean, YouTube is, and probably always will be, my main platform. But I'll see what I can do on Twitch also, and see if I can do more streams and stuff on this channel. Because, I mean, I have 17k followers or subscribers that I do want to interact with more, since right now I feel like it's just a number, and all my videos obviously don't get 17k views each time, so it's the YouTube algorithm doing its thing and being like, yeah, maybe I'll show your videos to your subscribers, maybe I won't, type of thing. But yeah, who knows. But let's do the last thing that was on my plan, which I already kind of did early on when um, people had questions, but I'll open it up for a last AMA, I guess, because I made a thing. I made a thing. And I didn't really get to use it because people were machine gunning questions at me. So, like, I made a from person question this text, which I didn't get to use in my last stream. So, do I still have my drink? I do. I'm going to drink a little bit and relax because it's my birthday finally.
It's technically your birthday in the U.S. now too.
It is. It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. What time is it? Eastern time zone. 11:39 August. Yeah, it's my birthday in the States too. But I don't have to age twice.
You don't have to age twice.
Oh, Zeki's still here. Zeki Toki says, "Are your parents still alive?" I'm not an anime protagonist, so my parents aren't dead.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm the anime protagonist where my parents are in another country.
Yeah.
Not temporarily though. They are in the States, even though while I was living in Japan between 2009 and 2000, when did we come back again? 17. They came to Japan and lived in Japan for 5 years, I think. But they ended up going back to the States. I don't remember why. I think just to live with my younger brother or something. But they're there now and are alive and well and kicking. So, yeah. Odd question, but yeah, that's your answer. I didn't get to see my parents when we were there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's so far.
Yeah, because they live in
The South.
Georgia.
They live in the South.
And we were living in Michigan.
In the North.
And we didn't really get to travel. We traveled the other way.
So we didn't. So there have been times where I have gone through Atlanta airport, but I had absolutely terrible experiences. So whenever we could, we didn't go through Atlanta.
Mm.
Atlanta's usually Delta, which is Delta's not a great airline. So
Yeah.
in my opinion,
The only place we traveled was to Vegas.
yeah, for the first time ever for me. I don't know about you, but
I don't know if I've been to Vegas prior to that either.
I had never been that far west ever in my life before that.
I was probably close, but I don't think we ever went to
You
Vegas.
lived in Washington, so you were like right on the coast. But for me, I had never been that far west ever. I mean, like I commuted through. I like passed through San Francisco once. The very first time I went to Japan
Yeah.
in 2005. And I came back through LA a few times, but I didn't like go around and like actually do stuff. So I couldn't say like, oh, you know, I've been to blah blah blah. It's like I went through the airport, you know.
Mhm.
It's not fair to say I've been to LA, I've been to San Francisco. No, I was just in the airport. So that was the first time I had actually like been out of the airport and done something that far west
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, and I had never been to the desert before.
Yeah.
So like being to Las Vegas, that is a climate and that is a climate and just a area that is so weird to me. Being to a desert is just amazing.
If you want to see that reaction of
Oh, the
Amanda saying fake grass for the first, like almost first
they
time.
have fake grass in Las Vegas. My mind was blown.
You should go to my Vlog Me Alex channel and look for the
FanFest?
the FanFest Vegas trip video that I put there because you can see her live.
I couldn't believe it. They have fake grass in
Yeah.
Las Vegas. I mean, like, now that I look back on it, it makes sense because it's like, oh, everything is sand, or like, it's really, really super dry there. So it's like, it kind of makes sense logically, but like at the time, my mind was just like, I looked at the grass and I was like, this is green.
She like bent
But
down and touched it and
something
all
is
that.
off about this, because like where I'm from, it's like grass is totally like natural grass is totally normal.
Yeah, Vegas is fun. Yeah, the heat there can be rough.
So when we went there and I saw all the like plastic grass, I was like, "What is this? I have never seen this in my entire life."
I gotta.
So
I gotta do this.
I was amazed.
I'll use it for the next question then. Zeki's next question is life in Japan?
Japan.
Sorry for the tappies. Much harder than in the US.
Hatter.
I can't type.
Te.
Oh wait, I gotta. Wait, does this work? Oh no, it's line break.
It doesn't do that.
There we go. Depends.
Yeah, it depends.
I think
It depends on what you're referring to. Like, what perspective you think of is harder. I think.
If you don't know Japanese, then yes, the language barrier will be hard. I think. I mean, you can get by. I have several friends. I have some friends who live in like the Azabu area who don't speak a lick of Japanese and have gotten by for 10 years somehow, which is uncommon, extremely uncommon,
Yeah.
and I don't recommend it, but
Yeah.
you can try and get by with just English, but it's not really that great. But like stuff for like public transportation, how safe it is in Japan, etc. Those types of things are Japan is way better than the US.
I mean, there's also the perspective of are you Japanese presenting or are you not Japanese presenting? Do people think that you look like a Japanese person or do you not look like a Japanese person?
Right,
That's
yeah.
a big deal too. That makes a very big difference.
Yeah, because it's an island nation, so they see any outsiders as outsiders.
If they see, even in Tokyo, which is amazing to me because I have lived in Tokyo probably a good 11 years now. If you add up all the time I've lived in Japan. And it's like, okay, Tokyo, biggest city in all of Japan, capital of Japan, one of the biggest cities in the world. And it's still like, people who live here, who clearly see non-Japanese people very often, and they're like, oh, gaijin-san da, like, oh, it's a foreign person. It's like, yeah, foreign people live here. It's the biggest city in Japan, and it's an international city. Why would foreign people not live here? And it's like, I don't know, just depending on the person, some people's views are so sheltered.
Yeah.
And it gets very tiring. Like, you could live here for like decades, and people will treat you like you are a tourist fresh off the boat every single day, and it just slowly grates down at you. And that's one thing that is difficult. Like, Alex may not experience that because he is clearly Japanese presenting, and he is partially Japanese, so.
Hi, Adri Wibbo. Sorry if I butchered your name. Happy 10th anniversary. Thanks for joining the stream.
But yeah,
Although
it really
I do have to
depends.
say, especially since the C word happened, that I am glad I'm in Japan.
That's true.
because-
That is definitely true.
Because all the, well, basically blatant racism that goes around with the C word that happened early on, I heard like, you know, Asians weren't being treated very well
Mm-hmm.
early on, and there was pretty hard discrimination against people who had nothing to do with
Oh,
the
in the
country
US,
of
yeah.
the origin.
Yeah.
So
Because people are stupid in the U.S.
yeah,
There's a lot of super ignorant. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of super ignorant people in the U.S. And like even people who live in very Asian populous cities, like in California or in the West Coast or whatever, because there's a very big Asian population throughout various cities on the West Coast, and it's like even those people are ignorant, and it's like, have you not been paying attention to your surroundings? Like, how are you gonna say that just because somebody's Asian, they're carrying the C word?
yeah.
It's so ignorant.
But I mean, I feel like growing up, like I mean, I've had times where I was discriminated against, but it was never like really hard. Um, r- Racist outlashing, I guess. So I was pretty fortunate on that end, but I don't know. It's a little scary to think what I might have experienced if I did not come back to Japan. Because I don't know, it seemed like that was much more rampant once things started getting bad. So yeah, question is life in Japan much harder than in the U.S. That's a broad question, and really depends on which perspective you're answering it from. Nothing but geniuses here in Florida.
Oh,
You can
God.
say that again.
Just cut it off from the U.S. already. Seriously.
But there's so many smart people in Florida. I know. I lived there for 5 years.
You went to college in Florida.
I did. Yeah. An art college in Florida. Artistic here says all the old wounds were open when the C word happened. No people of color here were sprayed for the race. Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. So, for me, at least, I found it fortunate that the timing that we came back to Japan was
And
good.
actually, and if I can add on, I mean, Japan's response initially was not terrible, and a big factor that added into the lack of what's a good way to put it? Like the spread of the C word in Japan was because there's a culture of wearing masks.
Yeah.
In many Asian countries, wearing a mask is just a courteous thing to do. And even it's not even considered like a courtesy necessarily. It's like, oh, I don't want to show my face. It could be like
Yeah.
a purely,
Wearing a mask was pretty normal before.
you can have any reason, and it's like you can wear a mask. Nobody looks at you twice. Whereas in the States, it's like, oh, you're wearing a mask, like, and
That
and
infringes on my freedom.
infringes on my freedom, and it's like, are you serious? Like, and that's not even a political statement. It's like from the perspective of living in Asia for such a long time, and Japan as well. It's the same. It's the same as other Asian countries.
Yeah.
It's just like wearing a mask is so normal that it's like everyday life.
But I gotta talk about the special stupid I ran into today.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Go ahead.
So when I was buying my birthday cake in Shibuya, I walked past a Japanese lady with a sign who was yelling, "It's your fault, all of you are wearing masks, that us who aren't wearing masks are being discriminated against." And just like shouting that to everyone. And all I could do was just facepalm and be like, "Lady, you've never been discriminated against in your entire life.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about."
I mean, if they're a Japanese person who has lived their entire life in Japan, they literally have probably, unless they're like Burakumin or something like that, they have never been discriminated against
I've
their entire
seen
lives. It's like being white in the U.S.
I've seen the anti-mask equivalent Japanese person now with that
Oh
person.
yeah. I mean, they gather in front of Shibuya Station all the time nowadays.
Yeah.
Because of
It
that
was,
one political
it was
party.
so weird seeing just one lady standing there protesting by
Because
herself.
it spreads like a disease, like in the States too. Like
Yeah.
some of those people, it's they infect people with that mentality, and it's like Japanese people have worn masks forever. What?
Mhm.
Well, why are you just now complaining about this after this thing happened? You know, it's like it's been such a normal part of life. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Which is, it makes it clear that like someone has infected them with some idea that has changed their mind. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
Let's see. Uh, I'll wait for the next question, but I did remember that I wanted to talk a little bit about the upcoming, I guess, video ideas for the future, because I did talk about before the stream exploded once that I changed the style of my channel a little bit halfway from being more vlog oriented, just talking about Japanese things in general, to being more focused on really Japanese subculture, anime, game, otaku stuff. And I feel like I kind of pushed myself into a corner, sort of, by sticking to that style. It kind of made it harder for me to do videos out of the norm, I think. And that was partially because I had so many other channels before, where if I felt like vlogging, then I would just make a video on my Vlog Me Alex channel. Or if I wanted to do gaming or whatever, I would put it on that other channel. But when the YouTube monetization thing happened, or I guess demonetization thing happened, um, basically, yeah, there was no real reason for me to make content for those other channels, because they just felt dead after losing, partnership status and all that. So I do still kind of want to make more vloggy videos, and like I've been wondering like if I should sort of slowly revert back to the old style Subtokyo videos, where anything goes as long as it's Japan related, I guess. Because I know a lot of people did enjoy my more vlog type videos where I went around and showed not necessarily geek culture, but stuff that was related just to life in Japan. I did like I did Japanese lesson videos early on too, which I did a good handful of, but those I wouldn't mind doing like a stream for those, I guess, like teaching Japanese and stuff. But um, I'm not sure about making those as like YouTube content videos for Subtokyo, but I'm not sure. Um, but if people want them, then I'd be more than happy to make them, because those are easy and wouldn't be too difficult to make. Um, I've been experimenting with also YouTube Shorts, which is a new thing, I guess. Um, I've been thinking of maybe like doing more vlog type videos using that feature, like short 1 minute videos on like cool stuff I find in Japan, but don't want to make into a full video and stuff. That, and the other thing I've been planning to do is just take like highlights from my episodes and make them kind of like short preview videos as shorts or something. But that's just something that I want to experiment on my end, I guess. But if people want more vloggy type videos, then I mean I'm interested in making them. So I just want to see what people following me would be interested in also. More comments. Let's see. Did you guys get to see the Olympics live when it was here in Tokyo? I'm fine with anything as long as it's Japan stuff. So, if we were in the current situation, I might have been more positive about checking the Olympics out. I mean, even
We
I
even
think
would have
you're-
had a chance to get tickets
Yeah,
because it was
Like checking out the
limited to residents of Tokyo. I think is
Yeah.
what it was, the raffle.
but with it occurring at the same time as the C word right now, and everything just being a giant catastrophe.
Yeah.
That's the C word I can say, catastrophe.
Yeah.
It was just, not really reasonable to even get anywhere near the Olympics. So
Yeah.
anything we saw was just online, basically. So yeah, it's just unfortunate timing for everything and unfortunate planning, I guess. Because, I mean, Tokyo Olympics won't happen again. Well, it might happen many, many, many years down the line, but like, I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate circumstances and kind of yeah, that with kind of a bad timing, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity that I don't know. It's something that could have gone better, but with everything happening,
Even if
it
they
sucks.
would have postponed it another year, it could have gone off normally. Possibly, we don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know at this point, because
I'm just gonna put this away
yeah,
because I don't want to do that every time.
because of that, the D variant and the L variant of the C word came into Japan because of the Olympics,
Mhm.
and they denied it initially, and they suppressed information related to that. But it did come into Japan because of that, and now we're suffering because of it. Like, a lot of people are suffering because of it.
Yeah.
So the Olympics should not, and the majority of Japanese citizens as well were against even holding the Olympics. So it should not have happened. So if it were under better circumstances, if they would have delayed it like a year, one more year, then it probably would have been okay. But possibly, we don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't handled well, so
It was not handled well at
yeah.
all.
So unfortunately, no, we weren't able to see it live, and well, avoided seeing it live, to be honest.
Yep.
Let's see. Artistic Nina says, I'm done with Japanese lessons. I need to go back into studying anyways. I'll post whatever you want. I'll watch it. Oh, that's awesome. I think that's sort of the consensus for a lot of people, I think.
The shorts are easy to watch anyway, so it's like the idea of, like Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
you post a story.
I just gotta make sure not to post too much.
Well, yeah, but I can't see you overdoing it.
Yeah.
You don't even post that much on Instagram, so
Yeah.
it's just you post a small story and it's like, hey, I'm doing this cool thing right now, or something tiny
Yeah.
that doesn't warrant
Maybe a couple
an entire
times a
video.
week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know I can't pump out normal episodes at the
I
rate
mean,
was.
we don't even leave the house usually during the weekdays.
Mhm.
I mean, you do when you go to work, but I never do because
Yeah,
I work from home.
we've
so.
been pretty much inside all the time except on the weekends
Yep.
when we're able to carefully go out.
Yep.
Zeki Toki says, how have you met each other?
Oh man, it's not a super interesting story, but it's like relatively easy to tell, I think.
Yeah. Well, I was friends with Anton,
Mhm.
and we hung out at an arcade once and got to know each other. The end.
That's not the end. Come on. So
Well, that was
I don't remember how I became friends with Anton, but
Mhm.
I also was friends with him, and I don't know, for whatever reason, like in early 2014, we hadn't seen each other in a while. It was like, hey, let's hang out, and Alex came along.
Mhm.
Like, he invited Alex, and I didn't know Alex. Like, I'm 100% positive that I had seen Alex at events and stuff, because I had been to
Oh, yeah.
YouTube Hanamis
Yeah,
and stuff.
because I think.
But we never talked to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
We never, like, noticed each other and talked to each other.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it just happens sometimes. You don't see certain people and you don't talk to them.
Yeah.
But I
Because I
guarantee-
think I have old YouTube Hanabi
Yeah,
videos, and
you
you have
probably-
old YouTube Hanabi
Yeah,
videos,
and we
we're in the
probably are,
background
like,
of each other.
slightly in the background of each other, right? Years previously. which is so weird, because it's like we could have met each other that much sooner,
Mhm.
but it's like we just kind of like slightly passed each other
Mhm.
and didn't meet each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we met through there was some random like we went to some arcade in Ikebukuro and we
Yeah.
were playing games with Anton, and we went to TGIF too. I remember that TGI Fridays.
Oh yeah.
We went to TGI
Yeah,
Fridays.
yeah,
in
because we were
Ikebukuro.
doing Tokyo Food Time.
Yeah. We went to TGI Fridays in Ikebukuro,
Yeah.
and we went to the arcade and we played games and stuff. And then we got to know we became acquaintances, and then I don't know, we had like similar interests and stuff, so we hung out together outside of being with Anton as well. So we just became friends, and then we hung out more together and we got to know each other and stuff, and I don't know, eventually we started dating.
I just realized I never updated the stream.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a sec. I've been getting questions, but I haven't. I noticed the chat wasn't moving because it's still stuck on my old videos chat.
Ooh.
Just a second. I just need
In the
to.
video itself?
Yeah, because this I have to actually set up. Oh shoot, this one. Just need to paste this. There we go. Yeah, now it's updated. Whoops. See, I'm new to this streaming stuff. Or
Here's new question.
I'm rusty. If you guys could be drawn by any manga artist of your choosing, who would it be? Whoa, that's an interesting question.
For me, it wouldn't necessarily be a manga artist, because I don't know if he drew manga or not. He also is not alive anymore. He passed away in the mid to late 2000s, so this isn't possible at all. But I think it would be very cool to be drawn by Kon Satoshi Kon. I like his style a lot. I also really love the movies and the series he's made. They're very, very that type of anime and that type of story is my style. Like Paprika, like Perfect Blue. What is it? What is that one series called in English? I can't remember.
What?
Paranoia something.
Agent?
Paranoia Agent, yeah. Also, Thousand Year Actress, Sennen Joyu, dakke. I forget the names in English sometimes because I watch them all in Japanese. But what else did he do? Oh, Tokyo Godfathers as well. Tokyo Godfathers was really, really good. I love his story. I don't know if he actually wrote the story or not, but I love his storytelling, and I love the style that he draws in. He drew in, I should say, because he passed away.
Yeah.
But I really like his style. So that, or the person who, not the original, not who is it? Masamune Shiro, not the original artist for Ghost in the Shell, but the person who did like Standalone Complex for Ghost in the Shell. If they drew me, I feel like that would be really cool because I really like that art style. It's very nostalgic for me. It's not manga, but it's anime.
Well, I mean, they're all manga or anime style artists, so.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I like the artist Yoshitoshi Abe. He's the artist for Serial Experiments Lane and Haibane Renmei. I like that style. But also it would be cool if Bleach artist Kubo Taito drew me too, because I really like his style too. Yeah, I think he has the cooler shonen manga uh, artistic style. I do. Oh, but um, shoot, what's the artist for Death Note? I forget. Um,
I don't remember the name.
is it Obata? I don't. I always get mixed up who the artist and the writer is.
Yeah, it's different, so you have to really differentiate. Otherwise, it's confusing.
Yeah. Illustration is by Takeshi Obata. Yeah. Yeah, their names are similar too because it's Tsugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata. It's Oba and Obata. But yeah, the writer is Oba. Artistic Nisa says, "Oh, I love those. I still need to watch Tokyo Godfather. It's on my long list. I still need to watch Tokyo Godfather."
We need to watch it. That is, in college, I took a translation class, and it was like to learn how to do subtitling for, say, like movies or anime or whatever, and you could choose a personal project. It was like your final project for the semester, and I chose Tokyo Godfather, and I made the whole script for like a whole It wasn't the entire thing because it's too long.
Yeah.
You know, my teacher doesn't want to check that. You know, so it was just a section. It was however long. You know, so.
I have the boy from Titanic draw me.
Oh God.
Draw me like one
Jack.
of your French girls.
Jack.
That's good.
Good old Jack from Titanic.
I want to take more pictures of Akiba.
Yeah.
I'm using this old 2016 screenshot or not picture.
Geez, it has changed so much since
from
then.
Akiba, but
I mean, it hasn't changed
like,
that much, but also, yeah.
I like the ads on this one and the way I took it, which is why I used it for the thing.
Yeah.
I got a super chat. Oh my god,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
a VTuber. Quills06, thank you for the super chat. Happy B-Day. I've been sub to you for nearly a decade, and it was because of you I became determined to visit Japan someday. My Kokoro.
My Kokoro.
That's like the highest of compliments that I can get. Super happy to hear that, and having been sub for a decade means you've been there since the beginning, and I have only respect for that. Thanks for watching. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Rock on Quiz 06. Oh, Inari Kitsune, hello. Welcome to my stream. My second stream technically, because my first stream kinda exploded for some reason. I'm not sure why, because I have I'm pretty sure I have a pretty good stable connection. Ever since we moved, we're using what's it called? Fiber. So our connection's usually stable, so I'm not sure why the stream decided to die on itself. Because I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube's end, because OBS was still streaming when it died. But anyways, hello Mikey P2. Thank you for the heart emotes. I don't know where I'm at. What? Oh yeah, but I have where is it? Banner. Yeah, this is one of the banners I have for Subtokyo, and it's using the same Akiba picture behind it. Mint Sloth, thank you for the $20 super chat, and I didn't know you can use emotes in super chats. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. No, okay. You taught me something. It's crazy. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much. I have my subs, but friends are always there also, so is there AC on? I'm like burning up in here for some reason. Like, it's been kind of cool for what, like a week since it's been rainy. It actually got down to the like Fahrenheit 60s last week, but then it decided nope, time to be summer again. And today was like 90 some outside, and yeah, I was dying on my way back from work. um, what is the origins of your channel's Mascot Girl? I'm interested to know. Uh, um, you know, I don't really have an origin story for Kyoko-chan. It's yeah, I just made her for my channel, I guess. Um, she's similar looking to a character that I had in one of my webcomics I drew back in high school. So she has just kind of shorter hair and a hairband, but um, yeah, I pretty sure. Yeah, I made the logo first, and I based her off the logo. So she's kind of like the anime version of my logo. So that's, I guess, the deepest of origin lore origins you'll get of Kyoko-chan. I did think of making a manga like based on her, but like I didn't really like the roughs I had, so I should look into that again. Because that'd be interesting to revisit. My apartment has been really hot as well. It's kind of strange tonight, right? What? What's the temperature even? It's 80 here where I'm living, so it's decently hot. Is the AC actually on?
Yes, the AC's on.
Okay. Huh.
You gotta say it in Celsius too. People don't know Fahrenheit.
Oh, I don't have it in Celsius. Why can't?
It's not 80 in Celsius, that's for sure.
Why can't I have it displayed in both? It's 27 Celsius. Yeah, same for Brandon. You're burning up from all the love you're receiving. That is true. That's undeniably the truth. But yeah, as much as I like this Akiba picture, it is outdated. It's so hard to take anything like with anime banners recently because Genshin Impact is taking over Tokyo. Like even in Shibuya, there's this giant like vertical banner that's just a Genshin ad now, and it's like no matter where you go, there's a Genshin ad. Well, which is there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like maybe I should just take pictures of that. I don't know. I have no point there. Just everywhere you go, there's Genshin. So yeah, MiHoYo has a lot of ad money, I guess. And they're marketing correctly, so they're doing well. That's a game I should play a little bit more of. I know multiple friends who are into Genshin. I haven't gotten too far. My player rank is very low, and I have it set up on my iPad because I don't have too much space on my PC to begin with, because I have too many games I'm playing simultaneous. Wait, do I have Genshin Impact on here? No, I thought I uninstalled it because it's huge. But I don't know. I can play it. I just have too many other games to play. Airborne Aquarium, what gacha games do you play?
Yeah, a couple.
Gacha. Yeah, literally couple, I think. Do I play anything else besides these two? I don't think so. Pokemon Go doesn't have gacha, so it doesn't count as a gacha game. Even though it has in-game or microtransactions. I haven't played them lately, but last year and yeah, most of last year I played Princess Connect by Games a lot because she started playing it, and then I started playing it. Is my rank higher than yours now?
I don't know. I haven't played in a long time. I haven't had a chance to. Been too
But
busy.
Pretty Kone is one I play. The gacha game I've been really into this year is the Near Reincarnation gacha game, uh, which I'm very much into the Near series since I played Automata and then uh, uh, re Replicant when that came out this year. And so when they announced the reincarnation game, I was like, oh, I want to play it. And it's not bad. It's very much a gacha game and less a action oriented near game, but it has all the like story elements and stuff that you expect from a game directed by Yoko Taro and also gacha. So I've been enjoying it. I beat the main story all the way through to what's released now, and it's pretty cool. So, um, if you like Nier and you like games that play itself with gacha, then I do recommend Nier Reincarnation because the story bits are really cool, actually. Princess Connect, they just finally released that game out. That's right.
Yep, Ian
Right.
released.
Ian released through Crunchyroll Games, right? That's cool. Oh my god, I played Princess Connect. I've had it for ages, but finally started a month ago. Yeah, I've been playing for a while in Japanese now, so it's cool to see that the English version is finally released. I tried to play Uma Musume a little bit, but I couldn't really get into it. Um, yeah, the whole, what do you call it? What's Ikse game called?
Evolution games?
It's not evolution. It's like a training,
Yeah.
like a nurturing game, I
Yeah.
guess, where
But
you
I mean, technically, Purikone is also an Ikse game because it has Sai no Kaika. So
yeah, but it's different in that I didn't like the parts where it made you go to like school and do activities and stuff.
yeah, that's a little bit different.
They people say if you like the Pawapuro series, the baseball chibi
Oh yeah.
series, then people that like that game style really like
Mm.
Uma Musume.
Mm.
But I never played those, and I didn't really get into it. So yeah, I kind of uninstalled it after a while. You guys didn't get into Fate Grand Order, eh? I tried because my brother is actually a super Fate fan and has gotten me knee deep into Fate, at least since I've seen OG Fate Stay Night, and then I watched Fate Zero, and that's it. I still need to watch the redo Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blades and I guess the Fate Go anime, but I don't know. I think it's too late for me to get into. It's too old of a game. Like I tried to play it, but it felt too rough for me. I guess I don't know. I also don't have the time to put into a new game, so like if I go into a game and I feel like oh I have to put in a significant amount of time into this game, um, then that's kind of a drawback for me, I guess. Um, I do kind of want to try it again because of how popular it is, and also my brother's like, it's really good, you should play it. But yeah, are you here, Yujo? Are you here listening to me talk about this? Because I knew you were here earlier.
I'm gonna hold my tongue talking about gacha games
You do that.
because it's important for me.
Genshin Impact looks like anime Breath of the Wild. You're not wrong, but it is pretty different also. But looks wise, yeah, it is basically anime Breath of the Wild. Deck Builder Roguelike TD says Soul Original Heaven's Feel Part 3-part movie too. Yeah, yeah. If I were caught up, then I would have watched those movies. But I am so behind. But once I do catch up with the series, I do want to watch those movies as well. Yup. All right. I think I can take maybe a couple more questions, and then we'll have to call it a night because we do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. TGIF, but the work week is not over yet, unfortunately. But yeah, until I get the next question, wrapping up, I will try to get those the video previews that I showed off earlier done, and we have a couple places that we have in mind to visit also, but in between those videos I do want to try and make, I guess, vloggy shorts to post in between as I don't know, like fun, I don't want to call it fluff content, but I guess side stuff that I can experiment with that hopefully you guys will enjoy and not find annoying. It's 1:25 a.m. there, right? Yes, it is. So your original, any guide to go Japan work as a foreigner but not English teacher?
Should I say something? Or do you want to go first?
I feel like the demand is in like engineering and programming, maybe. That's the impression I get when sporadically doing job searches.
Well, before we even go into the conversation of like industry or whatever, the biggest question is, because a lot of people, they think, oh, I want to work in Japan, but I don't speak Japanese, but I don't want to be an English teacher. Then what? I don't mean to sound harsh or anything, but what do you expect to do, you know? It would be like going to the States and saying, oh, I want to work in the US, but I can't speak English. Unless you fit into a very niche category that needs people, say like Spanish speakers or like big populations of like diaspora, it would be very hard to actually find work that is not very specific to that need. You know what I mean? Because if you speak English as a native language, it's relatively easy to get an English teaching job. And even though a lot of people don't necessarily want that as their end goal for what their career is, they use it as an opportunity to, you know, get into Japan and then get some experience working in Japan, and then kind of open doors to, you know, improve their Japanese language and then open doors to other industries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I've been through that. I can't speak for Alex, but
I've been through it too. Yeah.
I've been through that whole ordeal, because I went to school here. It wasn't a Japanese university, but I still graduated here, and so I had to find a job after I graduated, and I did not do shukatsu like normal Japanese people do, because if you go to a U.S. university, it's impossible, because shukatsu at Japanese universities basically lets you skip your entire senior year of college. It's like even
yeah.
if you don't go to your classes, you pass,
Mhm.
which is unheard of in the States. You just don't have time to go to the Setsume Kai and the seminars and stuff you need to go to do job hunting in Japan
Mhm.
as a senior in college. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to do what I can and I'll find a job. And I did English teaching. And it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good experience. But I wanted to move on to something else. But the thing is, you have to cultivate, if you want to work in Japan in a different environment that is not very niche, you need to learn Japanese. And it has to be at least conversational Japanese. I'm talking like at least N3. Usually they require N2 for the JLPT. So, and this is speaking from experience, from a lot of different experience, job hunting and stuff. So
knowing Japanese will open up your job possibilities a lot.
yeah, because I mean, it's like, sure, you want to come to Japan, you have that passion, but the important thing is to back it up with the fact that, yes, I can communicate with people, I can make a life here in the native language of the country,
Yeah.
That's very important. And I feel like a lot of people have that passion pushing them, which is very important, And that's also a thing that helps you learn language as well. Because I was very motivated to learn Japanese because of, just passion for language and stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you get, if you motivate yourself based off of that, and then you start to learn Japanese, and you at least get to like a conversational level, a lot more doors will open for you, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not to say that there aren't any companies.
No,
like,
there are.
or
There
office
are.
companies that will hire people with Japanese skills.
But it's very niche.
But it's niche, and usually it's the education field that will let you, or will have more opportunities for people with people who don't have as much Japanese language ability. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we know people who don't necessarily have to use that much Japanese in everyday life. And they were able to find positions in companies here. And there are those possibilities. But I'm not going to lie and say, oh man, whatever, you can just come to Japan and find a job. That is not true. That would be very...
Right.
That would be very ingenuine of me to say that.
There's plenty of Japanese companies that are looking for people with English ability, but that also comes with the prerequisite of also knowing a level of Japanese. So, yeah, best advice is to at least do some sort of Japanese studies. That'll open your horizons a lot more. Yeah.
That, or if you have a possibility to work in a Japanese company, like say in your town or in your country, and then there's the possibility for getting transferred to Japan, there's also that route, which I have known some people who have done that as well.
Yeah.
Which, it can be kind of difficult because it's like, there's a lot of
that
factors
depends
in
on
that.
waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, they usually, it's like 2 years in the future or whatever.
Yeah.
And considering the situation in the world
And
now,
it'll
it could
take-
be difficult.
Yeah,
but
that, and you'll have to do a lot of studying on your own.
yeah,
Well-
but also with that, there's also like the clear path that yes, you will be able to do this in this set amount of time. Which for some people, it's like if they're willing to wait, then it's like whatever.
Yeah.
As long as I know this
But
is guaranteed in the future.
I think most people want to experience Japan while working here,
Yeah.
So, and just being here, just being in a country that speaks the language will help you learn the language too. So,
Yeah.
and
you can't be a
different ways
recluse.
to-
You have to actually try and talk to people and communicate with them.
Yeah.
Because Japanese people sometimes, even in Tokyo, they it's hard. They put up a wall.
Yeah.
They're city people, so
Yeah, but yeah, there's different routes you can take. So, hope that information is helpful. What are places we should avoid in Japan when we visit?
places you should avoid.
Honestly, there's not too many places that you should strictly avoid. I mean,
Japan is I mean, we have only ever lived in Tokyo, so I mean that's not true. I've lived outside of Tokyo. Alex has only lived in Tokyo. Um, as far as I have experienced, I haven't necessarily lived anywhere where it's like, oh man, you should never visit here. However, I'm sure there are places like that in Japan. Like I've heard there's certain places in Osaka that are kind of shady. I've heard even certain places in Tokyo are kind of shady, but I've never particularly felt that they were that shady compared to the US, which is only my perspective, of course. But I also grew up in Flint, so I mean it's a very
Yeah.
different I mean
I've been
different
to
perspective.
like Adachi area, and that's known to be like
Yeah.
shady. But
Like Akabane Bashi
but I
or
was
whatever.
there. I'm just like, didn't really feel much
I
different.
heard that Akabane was like kind of shady or whatever, but I had been there and I didn't particularly feel like it was.
Anywhere you would consider like shady or dangerous in your own country will not feel anything remotely similar here. Like everything is so much more safe.
That's the thing about Japan is like, cause like, so speaking from a U.S. perspective, like people can have guns, right, in the States.
I was gonna say Kabukicho can be sketch at times, but
I've walked through Kabukicho.
but it's not like it's dangerous. You know?
I've walked through Kabukicho at whatever time in the middle of the night, and I didn't particularly feel scared.
You just don't want to follow the people into their.
It's just like if you ignore people and you don't interact with them, and you like nowadays, so there are these people called kyakuhiki, which are like these people who try to get you into certain bars and stuff, and they were very big before like the mid 2010s, but then it became illegal. So like those people are legally not allowed to like because they would forcefully like try and bring you into bars from the street.
And it's illegal.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to do that legally. And then they cracked down on it in the mid 2010s. And so you'll see those kind of they're very clear. They'll like stand around like standing up tall like looking around like clearly.
Oh, what's it called? When you're like fished into the place and that they have a menu but it's like not priced, and then you end up getting like a $2,000 bill.
I don't remember.
I forget what that's called in
I don't
Japanese.
remember what that's called, but I just know that kyakuhiki are illegal, and if you see people like that who are trying to like, oh, hey, come to my bar, it's cheap. Think the exact opposite of that, because it's not true. What they will do is they will hike up the prices. They will have these like cute girls try and bring you into the bar, like say for example for like kyabakura or something, and they will try and like super upcharge you for stuff. Say like ichiman, which is like $100 for a bottle of wine or something that should be super cheap, or like ridiculous prices for beer or like champagne or whatever. You want to steer clear of those places. Besides that,
botakuri.
Botakuri.
It's botakuri, yeah.
Botakuri. That's also what you call it when somebody steals something from your bicycle basket when you're passing by. People steal.
That's hitaguri, right?
No, that's botakuri too, right?
No, hitaguri is when you just steal something from someone, I think. Botakuri, yeah.
Anyway, it's a type of stealing or that type of illicit activity. So avoid those people.
Says, this is about the knowing like programming and stuff. That's up my alley. Then I work in IT. Definitely got to go back into my Nihongo grind now. Yeah, if you can study Japanese and have a background in IT field, then I think you'd be.
I think there's quite a few opportunities, honestly. Like even if your Japanese is not that strong, a lot of places are hiring.
There's plenty of places.
Like different engineers and stuff. So like I've definitely had friends who their Japanese was not the strongest, and somehow they got hired by certain companies.
Yeah.
So
well, having that skill.
One of them's already back in the U.S. because whatever reason, but the company that he was at, I didn't get. He never really studied Japanese that strongly when we were in college, so I don't get the impression he was that fluent. besides basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as long as you have like conversational level for certain jobs like that, I think you can have a decent opportunity at them.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes drive too. Yeah, you need motivation too.
And I mean, moving, you really have to be prepared to move to a completely different country because, like even if you're from a different Asian country, say like Singapore or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's completely different than Japan. I mean, like there might be some similarities here and there, but still, it's gonna be very, very different, and there's still gonna be like culture shock and stuff. So, and especially from a Western country, that's true. So you just have to be prepared for that, and you have to want it enough to be willing to like literally not be able to see your family for years at a time, you know, and
Yeah.
not be able to see your friends in your home country for years at a time, and just start a new life basically. You have to be willing to deal with that sort of stuff. So
Yeah. It has its benefits and downsides.
yeah, I mean, if you really want it and that's the life that you want, then that's cool. I mean, like, more power to you. I mean, that's basically what we did. We do still keep in contact, like, very, very often with, like I talk to my mom all the time. Alex we talk to our friends overseas all the time. I mean, we have a free company in 14 with our friends in Michigan and other places in the States,
Yeah.
so it's just a matter of finding what works for you and accepting that things are not going to be the same as where you're from, basically.
It's so much more easier now that we have the internet and social
Oh
media.
yeah,
and
for
all
sure,
that, so,
for sure. If it was like back in the 80s or something, it would be much more difficult.
Yeah.
Or even 90s.
Let's see. So Georgino says, thank you very much for the information. Yep, no problem. Hello, Toon-John. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kabukicho's, yeah, it's sketch, but I don't know. I wouldn't put danger with it.
A lot of the time,
You just gotta be
know,
cautious and you'll
it's
be fine.
A lot of the time, those places are more sketch when you're an actual Japanese person.
That's
because
true,
when
yeah.
you are clearly a foreigner, so say like Alex was walking down the street and I was not next to him, they might try and pull him into like a kyabakura or something. But if I'm with him, they're like, oh man, there's a foreigner, you know. So they're not gonna approach him as much because they don't know how to pull foreign people in. Like they don't know what
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
or
yeah.
how to react to them. So in some ways, being foreign, like clearly like not Asian foreign in Japan, can get you out of a lot of sketchy situations.
Mhm.
But it can also get you into sketchy situations, so it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Artistic Nita says, appreciate the honesty from you too. Well, I mean, there's no point in giving you
Yeah, I mean,
fluff because
I'm not
that
gonna
won't
lie.
benefit
I'm
you.
not gonna lie because like, what if you put your whole life on the line and you're like, I really want to move to Japan, and then someone's like, oh, it's like, you know, it's unicorns and cotton candy and stuff, and it's like, it's not always like that. It is rough sometimes. It's rough a lot of the time, and a lot of the time people struggle with loneliness and isolation and not being able to find, you know, friends to build a community. And that's really rough when you move to a new country. So that's important, as well as like, you know, having a viable option to work and like build your, you know, take care of yourself,
Yeah.
pay for your living. So
Yeah. Lenara S says, some people say avoid tourist traps like restaurants with big signs trying to get you to come in, too hard to get you to come in. Yeah.
yeah,
I
kind
mean,
of.
that's a good general rule
I
to
think
follow.
generally, more than anything, they'll overcharge you
Yeah.
because tourist traps will overcharge you. Big example: maid cafes. Maid cafes super overcharge you for the most stupid, like, normal thing that you could have anywhere else.
Yeah, you're not paying for the food there.
That's true. That's what I was just gonna say. You're not paying for the food. You're paying for the experience of being taken care of
Yeah.
by the maids in the cafe, right? So you have to expect that type of service and the fee that comes along with that when you are, you know, in that environment.
Yeah.
So if you go to a place that's clearly a tourist trap, if they have signs that are in good English, that's a big sign as a tourist trap. Is
Yeah.
if it's in decent English.
That's true. Yeah.
If it's in decent English, it means there's a lot of foreign people going there,
Yeah.
and it means that they're gonna upcharge you a bunch.
Yeah.
Way more than you would say going somewhere else. However, maybe that place provides an experience that only you can get at that place, and that's the only place you can experience that. And if it's like, okay, well, it's kind of expensive, but this place seems really cool and I want to experience this, then it's like, do it, you know? Just because it's a touristy place doesn't mean you can't go there.
Yeah.
There's like ninja cafes, and there's like, what is there? What is it? The
There's plenty of different.
jail cafe or bar or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
been there. That's cool.
There's all sorts
yeah.
of cool places like that, but they're clearly meant for tourists, whether
Yeah.
that's foreign tourists or Japanese tourists
Yeah.
from outside of Tokyo.
Well, if
If you
want
wanna
to
do
play
it,
safe,
do it.
Yeah, but if you want to play it safe, you just gotta get a recommendation from someone you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to play it safe, if you don't want to pay, you know, ridiculous amounts of money for places that are in popular tourist areas, if you know somebody who is from Tokyo or like living in the area and they know some good places, have them recommend you somewhere, or even literally just look online. Like there's lots of people who write about that stuff. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff online nowadays.
Yeah. Yep. Those guys are friends. Airborne Aquarium says, I know you guys moved back to the States for a bit. When did you guys come back to Japan? I came back August of 2019, so just about 2 years ago for me. For Amanda, it was
End of January 2020.
end of January, or basically February of
Basically, it was literally
Yeah.
it was January 31st.
2020.
So
2020, so
we went to Tokyo. What was it
Mm.
Tokyo Sky? What was it? Sky? What's that place called?
oh, Shibuya Sky.
Shibuya Sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget. We used to be able to see that place from our old apartment. We went to Shibuya Sky that day. I literally just got back from the airport when we went to Shibuya Sky because he won this contest by posting a picture to Instagram.
picture, yeah.
And we got 2 free tickets to go to Shibuya Sky, so we
Yeah.
went that day. It was really cool,
Yeah.
but it was cold because it was still winter, so
Yeah, we should
the
go
wind
again.
was super strong.
I want to take video again.
Yeah, that place was cool.
Well, I do have video, but
Mhm.
yeah. Have you ever met the Yakuza?
I've seen them. I don't know about Alex, but I used to live in Nerima, and there's a very prominent like bar slash like restaurant
Mhm.
street that is like paved with bricks, and the reason you can tell that Yakuza are in that area is because they
The
have these
flowers.
plants.
Yeah.
They have these flowers outside of their business. They have these fake flowers and these little wooden thingies, and it'll say their business name on it, or like some sort of a committee or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's like it'll say blah 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 whatever committee. It's like it's not actually a committee. It proves that they paid their dues to the Yakuza, so they won't come and, you know, knock them out of that space that they have. And I would always see guys in these dark tinted black window cars wearing all black. They had tattoos all over them, slick back hair, which was a super huge sign. So I was like, oh, there's Yakuza in this area.
Yeah.
But they don't mess with you.
No.
It's like they just care about doing their business. So you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you.
Yeah, I've never met Yakuza, but I had a friend that knew a lot of Yakuza, and he was pretty cool, but I don't know. I've never had direct dealings with them, so
Me either.
Yeah.
I've never directly
But-
met one.
I mean, I think generally I hear that if you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you.
Yeah, it's true.
so-
It's true. I mean, generally, it's like they're going about their business. If you don't cause trouble with them, like if you don't pick a fight with them, they're totally fine with you.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. They're like whatever.
Yeah.
They have stuff that they have to do. It's their
I
job.
forget who said it, but I think someone I knew said they used to live next to a Yakuza
Mhm.
for like years, and
Mhm.
they were a good neighbor. And
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like, if you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. That's generally
Yeah.
how it is.
So they had no problem ever with them.
So even if you see, like, people who are clearly Yakuza, it's like, unless you're picking a fight with them, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Because they have no stake with you, you know? They're not like these, like, old school hoodlums that will just shake you down for money or whatever. They're a very organized crime syndicate. So it's like, they have a hierarchy. They're like a business.
Yeah.
So they're focused on what they're doing. They don't care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
It is true.
It is true.
Yeah. I would rather not run into them though.
But it's
Yeah.
like, if you see them, it's like, whatever, ignore them.
it's
They have
whatever,
no
yeah.
stake in you, and you have no
Yeah.
stake
If
in
you,
them.
I mean, mind
so
your own business, then you're
Exactly.
not going to run into them anyways. So
even if you pass right by them, they don't care.
yeah.
They ignore you.
Matthew Santa Maria says, "How late do you people typically stay up in Tokyo? It's got to be close to 2 a.m. right now, there, right?"
That's about the
That's
time
true.
we usually stay up. It's
Yeah,
around 2.
I mean, we should go to bed
We should go to
earlier,
sleep soon.
but yeah, we do typically end up staying the 2 a.m.s. I don't want to say it, but it's pretty average.
Yeah, 2 a.m. is average. I generally try to be in bed by 1 a.m., but sometimes I've always had a hard... I don't know about Alex. Alex generally tends to fall asleep quickly. He just doesn't go to sleep early enough. So
Yeah.
I have a very hard time falling asleep, so I
am
have to take...
suffering.
I have to take, like, sleep aid supplements. I take, like, the little melatonin gummies you can buy from the pharmacy. Not in Japan. I order them off IR, but
Yeah.
I take those, and then, like, an hour later I can finally feel
Yeah.
relaxed and fall asleep. But he falls asleep super fast. He lays down, and within 5 minutes he's like...
Usually, but sometimes I do have a hard time sleeping.
And sometimes he
And
does.
sometimes, yeah.
But it depends what he did before he fell asleep. But generally, if he's tired that day, he lays down right next to me, and like 5 minutes later, he's like,
Rosé.
it's true though.
But yeah, it's almost that time now.
It takes
so.
me like an hour to fall
yeah.
asleep at least.
Hmm. Okay, last question. Evermore Kramer says, "What do you folks living in Japan use as your source for watching anime?" Oh, there's another. There's actually a lot of different sources, paid sources, but we typically watch stuff on Netflix. It's a pretty good source. They've been getting better with the recent years.
They've expanded a lot in recent years.
But there are some shows that are tied to some streaming services.
Or
so-
not even that, just TV
or TV
stations.
only. But
Yeah.
when that's the case, you're kind of
You're screwed.
shit out of
There's
luck,
nothing
yeah.
you can do.
yeah, unless you find a way around
Unless
it.
you VPN Crunchyroll or something.
Yeah. But yeah, we typically watch stuff on Netflix, and we also have Amazon Prime. So there's Prime Video here that has a good selection of anime too. So we usually go between that.
When we tried to watch Mashiro no Oto, it wasn't on Netflix, so we had to watch it on Amazon Video because it literally was not provided on Netflix. There's just some shows that aren't that I guess they don't have licensing or whatever, but you just can't watch them through Netflix, which is very disappointing because Amazon Video has no subtitles, English or Japanese. Like when I watch anime, we usually watch it with Japanese subtitles on Netflix.
I think it depends on when it comes out.
90%
New stuff
of
usually
new stuff
don't, yeah.
has no subtitles,
Yeah.
which is terrible.
Because they're not Crunchyroll, so.
But they don't even have Japanese subtitles.
Well, yeah, because it's Japanese content for Japan, so.
But it's like, think of hard of hearing people. How are they supposed to watch it, you know?
You gotta tell them that. Yeah.
Like they care. It's Amazon.
How long do you have to work tomorrow or in general? 8-hour workday.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
for me. I generally do not do overtime, maybe like 10 minutes, because I forget that it's past my
Yeah.
working time.
Yeah. Usually general work hours, but I mean, if something needs to be done, then yeah, do a little bit of overtime, but.
I think we're a rare case for people who work in gaming, though, because my last gaming job that I had, I worked overtime like every day, at least 30 minutes, because it was not a good company.
Yeah, but I mean, Japan is kind of cracking down on that too.
Yeah.
So they're trying
In
to get
recent
people.
years they have, yeah.
So that's also changing. Okay, it's 1:53 a.m. here, so I'm going to end the stream. Thanks everyone who swung by for the 10th anniversary and my birthday stream today. It was a very heartwarming experience after not having streamed in years. So
Yay.
I am a year older, and I will try to continue Subtokyo and pump out good content. Yeah. So, thanks everyone for coming. Yeah, working remote happens to me too. I'll never. Yeah, working remotely has been awesome. So it's kind of hard to think about going back. Airborne Aquarium, thank you for the stream and happy birthday. Thank you, Miss Sloth, Knight, Matthew Santa Maria, happy birthday and anniversary. Thanks, Artist Nita, Night, sleep, sweet dreams, you too. Linera, bye. Zeki, happy birthday again. Again, good night. Thanks for all the questions. It made for a really interesting stream. Thanks to everyone who stuck around after the stream exploded. I wasn't sure how well this second stream was gonna go, but I'm glad that everyone stuck around. And yeah, thanks for watching. Any new people, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell, I guess, because I guess it makes a difference. So I try to make videos regularly, and yeah, if you're new, tons of videos to watch, so go check them out if you have the opportunity. And yeah, have to figure out if I can do a stream like this again sometimes, because it was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video or stream. Bye.
Bye.